Grabe,
Mr.
di ba?
President,
Kahit na may temporary
President
protection order na,
Bongbong
bantay
Marcos,
sarado pa rin ang
continue
KOJC
to listen
compound ng mga
to
pulis.
the heartbeat of the people.
Makatarungan pa ba ito?
Hindi lamang sa
Ganito na ba
sports,
mag-isip ang mga
kundi sa
pulis
lahat
ngayon? Tanong
ng
pa ni
aspeto
Senador Bato
ng
de la
buhay
Rosa,
Pilipino.
ano na kaya ang gagawin ng
PNP
Senado?
officials
Hanggang hearing na
won't
lang ba tayo?
recognize the
Alamin
temporary
natin ang buong
protection
kwento
order
sa news
issued
na
today
ito.
by RTC Branch 15 of Davao City. So ganito na palang utak ng ating kapulisan ngayon. May order na ang korte na ibakit nila yung lugar. Ayaw sumunod. Ano na nangyari sa bansa natin, Mr. President? Here is my appeal to the President Bongbong Marcos, Mr. President. Mr. President, it is my fervent hope that my remarks in this August chamber will reach President Bongbong Marcos. To President Bongbong Marcos, I am reaching out to you in all humility. I do so not only as a concerned citizen and a resident of Davao City. I speak also as someone who deeply believes in your commitment to this nation. Marami na po tayong narinig sa balita. Hindi raw po aalis ang PNP dahil may nadidetect silang heartbeat. To that, we raise no objection. We are in opposition to question these technological advancements. And yet, while your PNP is focused on the underground heartbeat, which they suspect belongs to the heart of Pastor Kibuloy, I urge you, dear President of this nation, to listen also to a different sort of heartbeat, the heartbeat of thousands of Filipinos in the midst of this cacophony of sounds. It is our hope that the voices and hearts of these Filipinos will not be drowned out. Among them are the members of the KOJC, deprived of their religious freedoms. Their right to practice their faith is being challenged, and their pleas for support are echoing through our land. Excuse me. Let us also listen to the hearts of thousands of students from Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated and Lyceum of the Philippines in Davao City, as well as their parents, who are grappling with the disruption of their education. I feel that it is not suitable, it's not justifiable, that in the attempt to serve a warrant of arrest, we also end up arresting our young people's dreams. This is highly unwarranted, Mr. President. Their aspirations hang in the balance as ongoing siege affect their learning environment and their future prospects. Additionally, the closure of Carlos P. Garcia Highway near the airport has caused immense hardship for many Davaoenos. Their daily lives are disrupted and their convenience and well-being are at stake. Pagod na rin ang mga tao. More precisely, pagod na rin ang mga puso ng mga tao. Their weary hearts have resorted to seemingly marching to a different beat, regretting their choice of leadership, losing their hope. Yet, I stand here with unwavering faith in you as the father of our nation. I, for one, still believe in your capacity to care for every Filipino. After all, regardless of where we find ourselves politically, socially, religiously, or even physically, we all share the same heart and spirit. Mr. President, may President Bongbong Marcos continue to listen to the heartbeat of the people, hindi lamang sa sports, kundi sa lahat ng aspeto ng buhay Pilipino. Puso, Mr. President, puso. Maraming salamat po.
Senator Bongo is going to manifest, Mr. President. So,
Mr. President, I am one with the privileged speech of my colleague Senator Bato in upholding the rule of law and the motto of the PNP, which is to serve and protect. Mr. President, we condemn the excessive use of force. I appeal to our government, especially law enforcers, to be prudent in their actions and remain faithful to their mandate to serve and protect. With the court issuance of a temporary protection order, we pray that peace and normalcy will return to the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound. The occupation of police personnel in the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound in Davao City and the terror it brings to the community are causes of concern.
Kung papakinggan natin ang heartbeat ng KOJC members, pakinggan din natin ang heartbeat ng mga victim survivors, sina Elias Amanda, Elias JR, Elias Jackson, at iba pa.
If the speaker will allow it, Mr. President, on his speech.
Yes, Mr. President.
Pakinggan natin ito,
And
Senator.
I know, Mr. President, that I think he personally went to the place.
Yes, Mr. President.
Samantalang ako po binabasa ko lang ang mga news reports. So si Senator De La Rosa po ay talagang nakita niya anong nangyayari sa ground, nakausap niya, I'm sure both sides, for being a former PNP chief, kausap din niya mga pulis, kausap din niya yung mga KOJC and the other Dabaweños there. Alam niya po ang sitwasyon. So, based on your personal information po, Mr. President, ano po ba ang sitwasyon sa ground? Tama po ba yun na naglagay ng parang kampo ang pulis dun sa lugar? And then pag sinabi natin lugar, is it outside of the gate of the KOJC compound or inside of the gate of the KOJC compound?
Correct, Mr. President. Both inside and outside of KOJC compound, andoon po nakakampo ang ating mga kapulisan.
Right. So para na pong parang expropriation na po yan. Yung ginawa nilang public property ang isang private property, kahit pansamantala lamang.
Correct, Mr. President. Tila nga, pakiramdam ng mga tao doon ay meron ng martial law na nangyayari doon sa Davao. Dahil nga, yung compound ay hindi na magamit ng mga may-ari.
Correct.
Mga rightful owner of that compound hindi na magamit dahil binabawalan silang pumasok. At kung sila ay nakapasok, gusto nila lumabas, hindi na sila makapasok uli. So, this is deprivation of private property, Mr. President.
Opo, so ganyan po. Kailan po kayo bumisita ron para at least malaman natin yung petsa kung yung personal knowledge ninyo? Ano po yun?
I was there when the warrant was executed in the early morning of Saturday, Mr. President. I went there around almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
25, bale? August 25, Saturday?
Is August 25? Ah? 24.
August 24,
24,
Saturday.
Sabado.
Opo, so nakita niyo po yun. So, merong police personnel or force outside of the gate, siguro ang purpose nun para bawal pumasok ang mga nasa labas. Merong police force or personnel inside the gate, ang purpose naman nun para bawal lumabas.
Yun, Mr. President.
And ang KOJC naman po, or si Pastor Kibuloy, I know he's represented by good lawyers. Kilala ko nga si Attorney Torion. So, I'm sure nag-reason out na po sila siguro sa commanding officer on the ground. Ano pong binigay na legal basis naman ng police at bakit nila ginagawa yun?
Their reason, Mr. President, for not vacating the area was that meron pa daw silang namumonitor na heartbeat, private property, basta-basta nalang kukunin ng gobyerno at yung may-ari ay hindi na makagamit sa
Kaya nga,
property,
yun-
Mr. President.
Kaya nga,
Yan ang kinasama ng loob ko, Mr. President, because I am a retired policeman. I am once the chief of the Philippine National Police. At alam kong maling-mali yung ginagawa nila. But still, why are these people continue to do that despite knowing that they are violating the rule of law?
Galit na ako si
Yun lang
Senator
ang
Bato.
kinasama ko,
Galit
Mr.
na.
President.
Tapos po ba, nakita nyo rin po na because of that ayaw nilang i-abandon yung pag-serve ng arrest warrant because sabi nila may indicator sila na may heartbeat.
Yes.
But what is that machine which tells them that there is a heartbeat? Where is it located, Mr. President?
Well, it should be explained properly,
At
Mr.
paano,
President.
paano naging kapani-paniwala na kung saan yung makina at saan daw how many meters away yung heartbeat na nadidetect ng makina?
Sabi ko kanina, may lumabas na restraining order coming from the RTC branch of Davao City. But now, as we speak, per KOJC people, PNP officials won't recognize the temporary protection order issued today by RTC Branch 15 of Davao City. So ganito na palang utak ng ating kapulisan ngayon. May order na ang korte na ibakit nila yung lugar, ayaw sumunod. Ano na nangyari sa bansa natin, Mr. President? Ganito na pala ang pag-iisip natin kapulisan, ayaw sumunod ng korte.
Do we have a copy of the so-called TPO, Mr. President?
Within and surrounding the premises, the office of the Clerk of Court General is directed to immediately serve the order to any senior PNP 11 commanding officers present within the premises of KUGC compound at the regional office. So ordered. Signed. Paano ito iakyat? Akyat mo. Signed by the judge, Mr. President.
Okay.
Yes,
Senator
what's the question
Amy
of
na.
Senator Amy Marcos.
Yes, I'd like to make a quick manifestation, sir.
Yes, you have the floor.
Yes, huli man at maikli, manyaring ipadama ko lamang ang aking pagsasang-ayon sa ating mga mahal na senador mula sa Davao City, Senator De La Rosa at si Senator Go. At nasabi ko na po ngayon at noon, ito ang pangalawa at higit na malubhang pagkakataon na ipinamalas ng PNP ang hindi katanggap-tanggap na puwersa. Sa bisa ng bagong TRO, ihinto na ito kaagad-agad at hindi na dapat ito maulit muli. Isang malaking dungis ito sa pulisyang Pilipino na labis kong ikinalulungkot.
Senator Robin Hood Padilla is recognized.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo at Pinunong Mayorya. Meron lang po ako sanang konting katanungan sa atin pong mahal na senador mula sa Davao, kay Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa.
Yes, Mr. President.
Opo. Ginoong Pangulo, katulad po ng sinabi ng ating minority floor leader, ito na po siguro ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat, na naandoon po kayo sa pinangyarihan. At kumbaga kayo po ay eyewitness sa naganap po doon. Kami po puro balita lang, puro masasabi nating kami po ay walang first hand na information. Kinakatakot ko lang po kasi, Ginoong Pangulo, meron daw pong mga American forces doon sa Davao. Totoo po ba ito?
As far as my visit to the compound is concerned, Mr. President, I was not able to observe any foreign-looking operators, Mr. President.
Opo, meron po kasing mga lumabas na meron pong mga flag ng Amerikano doon sa mga operatiba. Ano po ba yun? Yung po ba, pinapayagan po ba ng ating mahal na mga bayaning pulis, merong flag ng American flag?
Mali po yun, Mr. President. I saw that post in the social media, hindi ko man talaga mapagkamalan na totoong Amerikano yung Bisayang-Bisaya yung mukha nung pulis na yun, Mr. President. Pero yung kanyang uniform ay merong nakalagay dito na flag ng Amerika.
Opo.
I don't know what's the wisdom behind that. Bakit gusto niyang mag-display ng flag ng Amerika? But I presume he is a SAP trooper from the Special Action Force. Siguro we have to ask the people from PNP SAP, bakit inallow na yung tauhan nila na magsuot.
Sapagkat yun po ay nagbibigay ng napakaraming ibig sabihin na hindi po nakakatulong sa ating, para po sa akin, sa sitwasyon natin sa bayan natin, hindi po mainam na nagkakaroon ng ganong image na meron ng American forces doon. Kung hindi man American forces, bakit siya may flag ng Amerika? Tayo po ay naninindigan na tayo ay independent. Tayo po ay may soberenya. At ang alam niyo po, ang kinakatakot lang po natin kasi dito ay magkaroon po ito ng hindi magandang mensahe doon sa mga tao sa Davao. Hindi po maganda. At gusto ko ramang din pong palakasin itong gusto kong sabihin. Alam niyo po, nabanggit niyo po kanina na marami na tayong mga pagkakataon na tayo humahanap ng mga terorista, mga pinaghahanap ng batas. Kailanman hindi po tayo nagkaroon ng ilang libong pulis po?
Per estimates of some people in the area, around 3,000. But meron ding estimate na more than 2,000. But still, Mr. President, 2,000 is very big enough. I have never seen an operation na gumamit ng 2,000 against a very dreaded terrorist. Wala po, Mr. President. Kahit na umaatake tayo sa mga kampo ng mga MILF noon,
Maraming salamat po. Ang akin pong huling mungkahi lang, hindi na po ito tanong, kundi susundan ko lang po yung sinabi nyo. Ang may warrant po dito ay iilan lamang na tao. Huwag naman sana na sa nakikita ko at nakikita ng maraming tao, buong KGOC, parang sila lahat ay may warrant na sa mga nangyayari po. Sana po lagi po nating tandaan na ito pong KGOC compound ay mga taong naniniwala po sa Diyos, sumasamba sa Diyos, sila po ay nagpapalaganap ng kapayapaan, pagmamahal sa kapwa. Huwag naman po sana maging president ito na palaging may ganitong pangyayari ng ating kapulisan ay gagawa ng ganitong bagay sa hindi lamang po sa KGOC, sa iba pang mga ibang religion, na wag naman po sanang makasanayan nito dahil doble sakit po ito. Doble sakit po ito para sa mga taong nagagawa lang ay manalangin, ipagdasal ang kapwa, ipalaganap ang salita ng Diyos kapag sila po ay tatratuhin na parang mga kriminal. Maraming salamat po.
thank you, Mr. President.